Hello, babies. Your Mimzie's here with a new book. I say this is a new book, but I don't think it's obviously not a new book. I think I got it at the flea market. It's an I Can Read history book, and I love these kind of books because you can learn your reading skills and still get good, important content like science and history in the early ages. This book is the same age as Mimzie. This book is a spring chicken. This is a young and precious and vibrant book we're going to read today. The Pig War by Betty Baker. And I'm going to tell you what, it's a little warm outside. Mimzie had to sit in the shade. Look, my face is red. Okay, so here's the British land, the island, and U.S. land. Yeah, I'm not recognizing that map. Anyway, we're going to read the story. 20 miles out in the Big Sea Bay is a little island. Many years ago, in 1859, no one knew who this island belonged to. Then it was mine. Just kidding, I wasn't alive then. Farmers came to live on the island. They thought that it belonged to America. But on the island was a small fort. The men in the fort traded with Indians. The traders thought the island belonged to the British. Every day when the sun came up, the men in the fort put up the British flag. They thought it was theirs. A farmer named Jed said, "My dogs don't know who this island belongs to now. Don't they know?" Let's try that again. "My dogs, don't they know who this island belongs to now?" They didn't. "Maybe they don't," said his friend. "The British have been here a long time." "That may be," said Jed, "but we are here now." You like my accents? Okay, I'll stop. The farmers made a big flag, and every day when the sun came up went the British flag, and up went the American flag too. They flew both flags, and they was enemies back then. They were not on friendly terms. "I say," said the British captain, "who do they think this island belongs to? I never saw such a big flag," said a trader. It may be big," said the captain, "but they know nothing about putting it up. We will show them a thing or two." So we got the British flag and we got the American flag. When the sun came up again, up went the American flag, up went the British flag, and a drum in the fort went ba-rumpity-dum, ba-rumpity-dum, ba-rumpity-dum-de-dum. Ba-rumpity-dum, ba-rumpity-dum, ba-rumpity-dum-de-dum. I could have been a drummer. So I better find my page. Yeah, here we go. We're on page 16. "That's kind of nice," said a farmer. "By dogs," said Jed, "if they can do that, so can we." "No, we can't," said his friend. "We do not have a drum." "You have a fiddle," said Jed. "Of course, a fiddle. Do you know the difference between a violin and a fiddle?" "It's the music you play on it." So when the flags went up again, ba-rumpity-dum went the British drum. And scritty-scrit-scree went the fiddle. It upset the chickens and they could not lay any eggs. That's what they would say if I tried to play the fiddle. "Down the British," said Jed. "Look what they made us do to our chickens. I will stop playing the fiddle," said his friends. "No," said Jed. "If they have a drum, we must have a fiddle." Oh, fiddlesticks. The British captain said, "With that fiddle, they cannot hear our drum. What is better than a fiddle?" "The bagpipes," said the trader. Mimzie is a big fan of bagpipes. When I die, my kids have all been instructed they must find them a bagpiper because he's going to play at my funeral. If you know a bagpiper, send me a message. When the sun came up again, the flags went up. The fiddle screamed. The drum barumped, and the trader played on his bagpipes. The captain's pigs did not like bagpipes. They jumped out of the pen and ran, and now America is covered with feral hogs. "Pigs in the garden," called the farmers. "By dogs," said Jed. "Flags and fiddles were just for show, but this is war." He is all up in arms about this drama. Guns banged. One pig went down, the rest ran off. The captain came with men from the fort. "Oh no, pig down." "You farmers shot my pig," he said. "You must pay for it." "No," said Jed. "Look what the pigs did to the garden." This is what comes from flags and fiddles. No, this is this is what comes from flags and fiddles, said the captain. You should go home to America. This is America, said Jed. No, it is not, said the captain. It is British land, and if you do not pay for the pig you shot, British soldiers will come and take you away. Well, we'll see about that. Jed's friend said, that for British soldiers, and he threw a potato at the captain. Ooh, he looking for trouble, throwing potatoes at British captains. Soon potatoes were flying at all of the traitors. Oh, we got to have French fries now. The captain called, I'll be back with soldiers and guns. This looks bad, said Jed. The farmers sent for help. Soon boats came with American soldiers. They can't do that, said the captain. He sent for help too. This is what we call an escalation. 3 British warships came over the bay. The men on the ships looked at the farms. The American soldiers marched up and down. They looked at the ships. What is, tore a page. Because you know something that's this age gets a little bit delicate skin. For a long time, the island was still. The flags went up, but no drum, brump. No fiddle, screed. The men on the ships looked at the farms, the soldiers marched, the farmers worked, and everyone waited for something to happen. Gently turn the page. Winter is coming, said the farmers. The soldiers are eating all of our food. Yeah, said Jed, and soon we will have nothing for winter. They better figure out something to get rid of all them. We must do something. What? Said the farmers. I want to think, said Jed. He went for a walk around the island. How do, said Jed. What are you doing way out here? The captain said, I'm hiding the pigs. The men on the ships want to eat them all. So the British and the Americans are having the same problems. All those extra soldiers are eating up all their victuals. Jed laughed and said, I was just thinking how much we missed the drum. The fiddle was nice too, said the captain. Nice flag you have, said Jed. You have a nice flag too, said the captain. A little big, but nice. It's not too big for this island, said Jed. This island's so big, we could have 2 flags. Maybe it could, said the captain, if someone would pay for the pig. I think just eat the pig. We do not have much, said Jed, but we will give you potatoes and eggs all winter. That will pay for your pig. Good, said the captain, and I will give you 2 pigs to pay for the gardens. The men shook hands. My dog, said Jed, now all of us will eat this winter. The captain sent the ships away. Jed and the farmer said goodbye to the soldiers. For 12 more years, no one knew who the island really belonged to. But every day when the sun came up, up went the British flag and up went the American flag too. The drum and fiddle and bagpipes became the island band. Every Sunday they played one song. The British called it God Save the Queen. The farmers sang other words and called it America. Today the island belongs to America. It is part of the state of Washington. The fort is still there, and so are some of the gardens. Oh, I'm glad they told us. And they still tell about the pig war, but they may not tell it just this way. Well, you know, the winners always write the history. So the history that we know is always from the slant of whoever won. Anyway, that was a cute little book. It's a cute little almost 50 or 57-year-old book. I'm not 57, but the book is. Anyway, I just love cute little pigs, but not as much as I love you.